got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.
Hey everybody, it's Colin Nitro coming at you for another Nitromaniac TV's Wrestling Unlimited Nitro's Take Live. And yes, just moments ago, the 2025 edition of the WWE Royal Rumble just went off the air. And we're going to sit down for the next hour or so and discuss and talk about it. Joining me right now, as he often does, however, from a unique location tonight, I'll let him explain, is Mr. TL. Obviously over the phone rather than on the cam, and he'll explain why. First of all, Mr. TL, how are you?
I am in pain.
Did you get thrown through a table, or what happened?
It
there?
sure feels like it.
Did you yeet too hard?
I yeeted. I yeeted too much.
Okay, well, go ahead and explain the whole sordid saga to the good viewers and listeners.
My back hurts.
Your neck, your back, your heart attack. No,
just the back this time.
Okay, yeah, so it's not that song.
I'm literally lying flat on the floor with a microphone.
Yes,
that's the best I can do tonight.
We love your commitment to podcasting, and thank you very much. We thought that Mr. 61, when I first talked to you, I thought that Mr. 619 came in and gave you a 619, and that was it. You were on the floor.
Nope, I threw him over the balcony. He's dead.
That's what you think.
He tried to break in again, and I threw him over the balcony, and he's dead. And then I picked up the barbecue and landed it on him. And that's maybe how I threw up my back.
It landed on him by accident. Yes. Okay. Cool.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah, it's first degree if they ever get charges, put up on me.
So, folks, first of all, feel free to comment any thoughts on tonight's event wherever you see the comment box and wherever we're streaming out to. We've got multiple destinations going tonight, and and at the same time, if you head over to my X, my Twitter right there, at Kellen Nitro. It's really awkward to say X. Thanks, Elon. Head over to my X. Yeah. Go talk to my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. No, forget it. No. Go into X, and you'll see the Match of the Night poll. We're taking votes right now for Match of the Night, and you could take your pick for what is Match of the Night, and we'll take a look at the results a little bit later on the show. So, you know what? Let's get to it. Let's get right at it here. I watched a little bit of the pre-show tonight on the YouTubes, since that's the new home for the pre-shows, and the post-shows is the YouTubes. And two kind of notable things I saw was the whole John Cena. There was a John Cena package kind of explaining to people what this year will mean to John Cena, the whole goodbye tour and everything. That was voiced over by Michael Cole. It was an awesome package like they always do. And then they did a kind of a behind the scenes look at the WrestleMania sign for this year, which made its debut tonight. The big, the 41-foot long WrestleMania sign that always grows by 1 foot in comparison to what year's WrestleMania that is. So it's WrestleMania 41 this year. It's 41 feet long. Bailey did the voiceover on that, and that's kind of neat. I'm like, oh, you have existing roster people that can speak, that can do voiceovers, kind of like news people, which is kind of cool. So yes. He's hurting. He's on the floor, or he might be dead. I don't know. But anyways, this is also the first PLE ever on Netflix. Let's see what they've got. And Stephanie McMahon came out to address the crowd prior to the show starting with a new rock remix of her theme. We had Michael Cole, Wade Barrett, and Pat McAfee on the call. It is the 2025 Royal Rumble from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. The date is February 1, 2025, making this, Mr. TL, the latest Rumble in Royal Rumble history.
Hey, did we start yet?
We did.
Are you done? Can we start?
Yeah, we're starting. We're starting right now.
Okay, well, let's get into it. We're supposed to talk about the Royal Rumble, not the
Yeah.
before the Royal Rumble.
Well, I've just did a little bit of the
I have
preamble.
only so much back strength.
Well, you have enough strength to withstand this, as I say, oh, Undertaker at the bottom of the screen will be the Undertaker. There it is, with all the news and notes from tonight's pay-per-view scrolling across for you. And there were a lot of bars in these matches, a lot of Undertakers, or maybe cousins of the Undertaker. Did you notice that? There was quite a bit of graphic treatment tonight.
I enjoyed it, that they actually have graphics underneath the screen to let you know who's in the ring, how many's in the ring, who's been eliminated, little stats and stuff. It actually worked out really nicely as a nice little ESPN ticker on the bottom for the Rumble. I loved it.
You know what it reminded me of? It was reminding me of like watching wrestling back in the day on like The Score or Sports
or TSN. Yeah, where they had the live tickers still scrolling underneath the show. Yeah.
And you can watch that, and you can watch the scoreboard and that stuff. By the way, if you were a scoreboard watching tonight as an Oilers fan, don't look at it. It's bad. It's bad.
It's not bad. We almost did it.
The refs took it away this time, from what it sounds like.
The refs took it away.
But anyways, yeah. So that's I like the graphic treatment they did this year. Like it was, and that's exactly what you need for newcomers coming into watching wrestling, watching this on Netflix. If this was their first ever PLE, to kind of introduce this, because us hardcores and us that are in the know what the Royal Rumble is, obviously, but there's going to be a whole swack of new people on Netflix that have no idea how this event works.
Okay, but also, what I liked is that they didn't add sound effects to all the graphics underneath, as what they would have done way back.
Oh, the whooshes and the swishes, yeah, exactly.
They would have done all that crap. I also like that for every Rumble entrant, they put their height, weight, and nationality. It was kind of cool.
Yes, that was cool. Yeah, exactly. They didn't do it with the women because you never asked a lady her weight. Or did they?
Yeah, they
did. I didn't notice that. Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe they just put their flag.
They just put the nationality up, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, but for the men, it was height, weight, flag. And we will get to that later in the men's, because there's somebody who I was pissed at.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that when we get to it. So you came up with a great idea. You texted me, full disclosure. We chatted a little
bit. Don't pull back the curtains.
Well, I'm not pulling it back all the way. I'm pulling it back just to say that, how we are going to break down these Rumble matches, because Rumble matches on this channel are always so hard to break down. And
yeah. Was it good? Was it bad? I like that spot. That was a good spot.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through both Rumbles, obviously, tonight. We're going to take a look at each entrant, and we have one line to say about each, and then we'll move on.
One blurb, baby.
One blurb Rumble. Here we go. And we start that off because our first match was the women's Royal Rumble match. By the way, that was the matchup graphic that they provided us in the press kit for it. So,
you don't want to give away in case you have surprises.
No, exactly. There we go. So, for contrast, that's the men's. So, not much there. So the Photoshop team had
I love the digital watch font.
Yeah, exactly. The 3-2-1, yes, for sure. But anyways, so women's Royal Rumble match. We'll start first by starting at the beginning. Who drew number 1? It was Io Sky, and Liv Morgan drew number 2. And this is when I noticed the graphics. We already talked about it, all of the bars and everything, and that stuff. Roxanne Perez came in at number 3. And by the way, walking in at number 3, we'll get him in right now too as part of the podcast. And a special guest walking in at number 3 in the women's Rumble for some odd reason. It's the old Wrestle House. That's right. Morehouse is joining us. Or that house. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Always happy to be number 3 in this lovely ladies Rumble.
Well, you didn't miss much. I just kind of preambled through everything. And Mr. TL has no back. So that's why he's an animated cartoon tonight, talking to us via phone. So.
I am on the floor.
He's looking at the lights.
He's looking at the lights. Yes, he's the Barry Horowitz of this podcast tonight. So.
I gotta vacuum my ceiling somehow.
It's one way to do it.
That is, I guess. Good luck with that. So,
what do you think? Mop?
You can try a mop, I guess. I have no idea. If you have any ceiling cleaning tips for Mr. TL, feel free to throw them in the comments wherever you're watching this podcast tonight, and that would be it. So, So like I said, we're just starting with the Women's Rumble, and so we're rolling out this concept where we have a blurb on each entrant that came in. So we try to keep it as a sentence or so just to move everything along, and that's it. So we've already talked about the Liv and
but we didn't say anything. It's supposed to be rapid fire. You just say the name and we say the thing.
Okay, Io Sky, Drew number 1 was in there for quite a bit.
She was number 1 because she has the coolest song, and the crowd was going to pop on her entrance.
Maurice Lopez, Mr. TL is down for the count. Yes, he is. So
I sure am. I'm on the floor.
Yes, he's on the floor. Anyway, yeah, and Morehouse, what? Quick blurb on
rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Go for it.
What am I supposed to do? I've never done rapid fire.
Oh,
okay. We say the name of the person as they come out, and then you just give the blurb of what your impressions were of their performance in a blurb.
Yeah. Good, great, awful, or meh.
All right, so we're on number 4, right?
We're on 1.
Number 1 was Io Sky, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep. Io Sky, I thought she had a good rumble. She wasn't very noticeable. I have thoughts on the overall rumble.
Okay.
We overall rumble at the end, but we'll go like person by person, blurby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rapid.
Io Sky, decent.
Okay.
Rapid.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah. Liv Morgan, number 2.
People popped at her entrance, and she lasted a long time, and she wore the exact same thing as Natalia.
Almost, right? Yeah, it's quick. I'll go with Liv and just say, she may be still part of the main event scene. I don't know. It's kind of an
Rapid
fire. Liv Morgan had a good showing. Again, carrying the whole rumble to near the end, and I do think that she has a takeaway feud from this.
Beautiful. Next.
Roxanne Perez from NXT is third. Nasty little thing. That's what I have written down.
I thought that was Lyra Valkyria the whole time.
You thought that was Bird Girl? That's hilarious.
Next.
The full Rocky Balboa moment. Good job.
Yes. Yeah, that was exactly the same arc. And she gets the Rick the Model Martel Award for the Rumbles this year for being the longest in both Rumbles. So
cool.
Congrats to her. Yeah. Lyra Valkyria, IC champ, Bird Girl, in at number 4.
She did not get any pop.
No. Flat.
Flat. Next.
Flat.
Unnoticeable.
Unnoticeable, yes.
Exactly.
Chelsea Green at 5.
Most charismatic, most entertaining throughout the entire Rumble. She is the MVP of the women's division, the unsung hero. Next.
Great humor, very entertaining, asset to the company.
Beautiful.
Chelsea tossed everyone, but everyone landed on the apron. Cute spot. I did not think they were going to repeat that in the men's Rumble. They did.
Her trying to get in cool with all the black chicks was hilarious.
That was awesome. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. BFAB, number 6.
And the crowd goes wild.
I have, hang on, can she work?
Job squad, easy paycheck.
Yep, there we go.
I like this. Rapid.
Oh, this event was being streamed on Sirius XM radio for the first time too. That's why they made the comment about people hearing this as well. I think you could tune in on your XM satellite radios and listen to this. But anyway, Ivy Nile, number 7. Nice double German suplex on Chelsea and Roxanne Perez. So that's what I have.
She had a great moment later on when someone more important came out.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she had a good showing. She has a lot of tools. She had a good rumble, but she's still missing something.
She's tiny.
Yes. Well, she wasn't the smallest one in there, believe it or not, but
pretty damn close.
She's pretty darn close. Yes. Zoe Stark in at 8. I'm like,
holy fall off from the island of relevancy.
Yeah. Well, that happens when you're PFC.
Zoe Stark, couldn't remember much of her rumble. I know she was there. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we got Lash Legend from NXT in at 9. I have Powerhouse Cleaning House, which is what she did. A lot of
I have Cargill Jr. with no aura.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
I would like to piggyback off that sentiment.
Sure. Yeah, you can forward that. You can retweet that if you want. That's all good. BFAB also gets eliminated. She's the first gone as Chelsea Green dumps her. So BFAB was the first eliminated.
No. We ain't got to do all that. Just give me the name.
I just had that written down as a note. That's all.
You're getting him grumpy.
Bianca Belair in at 10. The 5-person 10 punch stack was a little hokey. Okay, very hokey in the corner.
She did a flip every single time. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, she got a major pop. She is a very big star in the women's division. Sometimes you forget, but then she reminds you.
Top star, definitely a contender in the Rumble winning. I do like that she has another future feud also building off of this.
Excellent. Right
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Yes. Shayna Baszler gets 11. I was like, oh, Baszler's in this. But then there was a giant botch by Zoe on the clothesline, but she somehow saved it. That's all I have written down for Shayna Baszler. So.
For me, Shayna Baszler forgot her ring gear. That's my thought.
Yeah, that's it. She kind of just showed up.
Yeah, totally. Way to show up and not be impressive in a Rumble.
Ivy Nile tossed out Lyra Valkyria, so there's your Monday Night IC feud right there.
Names.
Bailey, number 12.
Oh my God, change your ring song, girl.
Yeah, it's at the point now where you better get Paramore to license you some music or something.
My opinion of Bailey, she again went long distance, carried the Rumble, but I'm happy she didn't win.
Yes.
She's like Kane for the girls when it comes to Rumbles.
Yeah, exactly. Sonya Deville is 13. I was like, oh, okay. PFC is working as a trio at this point.
Oh God, she is just so goddamn fucking hot.
We broke Morehouse.
Sonya Deville, my thoughts. Interesting ring gear. She's the only one who actually looks credible of her own stable.
Okay.
Very true.
Maxine Dupree in at 14.
Surprise for me. The way that she worked with Nile. What was her name? Ivy Nile?
Ivy Nile. Great
spot. Good stuff. Good showing for someone with no real experience.
I think I get the women's IC title scene now, guys. Lyra Valkyria will lose to Ivy Nile, who will lose to Maxine over the next few months. Prediction right there.
Yep, Maxine Dupree had a great Rumble compared to last year. I thought she did tenfold improvement this year.
Agreed.
Okay. Maxine eliminates Ivy and PFC toss out Maxine. And then the next one is Naomi. She got number 15. I'm like, Naomi got number 15.
Hey, people like the glow. And she's become a better worker ever since coming back to the E from TNA.
Yes.
To me, she's just missing one thing that's just not connecting her to that main event level. I feel she's definitely a great second level wrestler.
How many levels are there?
47.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Is that like
2 out of 47 ain't bad.
I was gonna say, exactly. Is that like the tree from the old Mortal Kombat games where you got to fight you know, each level and then move up? Okay.
Yep.
Which, by the way, that is not a tournament.
No,
that's
everybody in a row.
It's a gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet, yeah.
It's totally a gauntlet.
It should be called Mortal Kombat Gauntlet, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Jada Parker from NXT got number 16. Chelsea again, maybe LOL here.
Man, did she lose all of her aura because of what happened on Twitter?
What did happen on Twitter?
She said some things that people don't like, and she lost all her fan support.
Fair enough. I don't watch much NXT. In fact, I've watched no NXT at all. So
I didn't know who this was, to be honest. I don't watch NXT.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, she might be something. Okay, never mind. Lash gets tossed by Chelsea, and at this point, I wrote down Chelsea Green is having herself a Rumble match. So Piper Niven in at 17. And I said, oh, Chelsea dumped accidentally by Piper. I guess I should stop my praise.
Chubby Rain.
That's your car? Okay.
Her name used to be Dewdrop, and if you watch the movie Bowfinger, the name of the movie they're trying to make in that movie was called Chubby Rain.
Chubby Rain.
That's her nickname. That's all I got.
Piper Niven, I thought she had a strong Rumble. She definitely looks again in that top upper area. Not quite at main event level, but no, she had a good showing.
I would call her a third level if I'm going off your level system.
Yeah,
she's in the jobber area.
Okay.
You know why? Because the men's Rumble, it used to be Big Show and Kane, and then everyone have to team up to take them out.
She's that person, yeah.
Yes.
Well, she's not though. It should be her and Nia Jax being those two monsters But they don't treat Piper Niven like that. It's almost like she's a jobber.
Mm-hmm.
Well, true,
That's how
because
she's presented.
she can get clotheslined by Alexa Bliss very easily.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. We got Natalia coming in at 18. I wrote
Legend.
down potential retirement tour kicking off here? Question mark.
I don't know. She's a legend, and she dressed the exact same as Liv Morgan.
Yeah, a little bit similar outfit.
Yeah, Natalia. I'm enjoying her 492nd Royal Rumble now, and I would like to not see any more.
Why not? She's great.
Yeah, she's done it all. She's been there too long.
Well, that's the enjoyment of it, is that she's a legend who doesn't get any TV time anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of a treat when you see her. Like, oh yeah, there she is.
To me, it's just like, oh, it's Natalia.
See, I feel that way about certain people in the men's rumble, and we'll get to that.
Yes, but to steal a term from hockey, she's a player coach.
Yes. But also, when you hear that guitar riff, you're like, oh yeah, Bret Hart. Oh wait, no, Natalia.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Grace in at 19. First match for her on her WWE contract. She had a nice exchange with Jada Parker to eliminate Jada.
Yeah, immediately her siren goes off, and I thought it was Scott Steiner.
Again.
Yeah.
It's almost like they have bad music producers there or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know, but she came in there like a little, I don't know, Lex Luger's daughter.
A little powerhouse.
Yeah, a little Lex Luger, and then just started racking everybody and throwing them all over the place, even though she's tiny.
She lied to us. She said she was going to be at her mom's 50th birthday this weekend. She wasn't.
Poor mom, man. She's just there with a birthday cake.
Yeah, Jordan had a debut showing. It was pretty good. I do notice that she lost a bit of her size from last year, so she's definitely a little slimmer, which actually does make it look a little better on her.
Yes, exactly. Not so much roidy. Michin, Mia Yim in at 20. I was like, oh, there's Michin.
Okay, she is one of those people that are like, oh, look, it's Michin. But at the same time, she has the moves. She has the charisma. People just they're not on board with it.
Yeah. Well, she had a good thing going with Chelsea Green. The end of last year to this year.
No, she didn't, because Chelsea Green got over and she didn't.
That's true too.
She's still
good point.
She hasn't moved ahead at all.
Touche.
Exactly.
Yeah, same thing. She's just she has some talent, but she's just, I don't know, she just doesn't have a character that catches the audience.
Exactly.
Alexa Bliss back in at 21. Holy shit! First Road Warrior pop of the night goes to someone who's barely 5 feet.
Yeah, I enjoy that the WWE is totally playing the dirt sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And they even mention it in the commentary where like, they said she was never coming back. I was like, yo, they know what they're doing online. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to see Bliss back. I wonder where she's going to fit in on the roster, because it's a different landscape than when she was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that being said, everybody said that. It was like, we don't need Alexa Bliss back. She doesn't fit in. And then she got one of the biggest pops of the night.
Yeah.
No, she does fit in. It's just, where do you put her now?
Yeah. We'll find out.
Quick pause here as we're in the final 9, or as we get into the final 9, I should say, of the women's rumble and that stuff. If you got comments and questions about this match in particular and that stuff, throw them in the comments right now. We'll get to them at the end of our synopsis rapid fire round here. Okay.
What you drinking?
Hit and play.
Me?
I got the Gatorade Zero going on.
I have water with a little bit of the fruit punch flavor in it.
Ooh.
Yes. So there we go. Selena Vega in at 22. I was like, oh, cool. She nailed a cold red on Jordan Grace. But she did. So
yeah, that was a cool spot. She had a cool looking outfit. And without the LWO theme song, nobody knew who that was.
I don't like that move for her going to SmackDown. It's like,
yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Something that's not good.
But again,
also another former
being part of the LWO a good thing either?
Yes, because at least it's recognition.
Yeah,
I guess,
something at least. Now she's going somewhere where she's got no recognition. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like starting over again.
Starting over, yeah.
Yeah. Clean slate. Candice LeRae in at 23. Nothing in particular.
This gets the award of who gives a shit of the night.
It kind of, yeah. It came up like that.
Yeah, she doesn't really have any reach with the audience. Nobody gives a shit, or pardon my language, about her.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can be as blue as you want here. It's the internet. It's all good. I
am on my back in pains, good sir. Let it fly.
Stephanie Vacure is in at 24. And I'm like, oh, I hope none of Triple H's what do I have written down here? I have none. I hope none of Triple H's high-priced Yoshi talent gets hurt in this Rumble. And I don't think either one did, so it's okay.
But she's Chilean. What are you talking about?
Well, Yoshi talent is Japanese.
Yeah,
she's Chilean.
Yes, but she wrestled in Japan before.
I'd back her. Anyways, no, she.
Will you stop?
Oh, there it is. Ow! Ah, that hurt so bad. Oh,
He's selling the
Morehouse
back
did
tonight, everybody.
something. Ah.
Morehouse talks about Stephanie. It's nice to see her. She's still rocking her, I find, X-Men outfit or whatever.
Yeah, it's the same look.
Yeah. So it's cool to see her, and I still am ashamed that AEW didn't snipe her up when they had the chance.
Yeah, well, hey, had a great match with Mercedes over there, and they did nothing with it. So whatever.
And then she got a contract right after. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, real talk. Ow. But also, no, she did good, and she is such a polished wrestler compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, holy shit, she's the real deal compared to everyone else in the ring. And there was a lot of good wrestlers in that ring.
Yeah,
she's better than NXT. She should be on a main show.
When we get
she has to cut a promo. That's the one thing people forget is you can't leave NXT without cutting a promo.
That's
because you will get lost in the shuffle on the main card.
Mm-hmm.
Or you become Ricochet.
That's right.
That's what I mean. You get lost in the shit because you can't cut a promo.
Yeah.
You don't believe that little freak.
Yes, exactly. So, I'll keep my one line because I have the same one line for Julia as I do for Stephanie here. So, Trish Stratus at 25. I was like, oh, there's our legend. I was wrong. There was more than one legend in this, but hey, there's our legend.
No, she is the legend. And when she got that pop and that entrance came out, I'm like, yeah, she is the greatest of all time. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to see Trish.
Yeah. No, but I totally get that greatest of all time feel whenever she comes out. You're like, damn. Yes. And then she gets in the ring and proves it. You're like,
we get the goat feeling. Yes.
She's it.
Raquel Rodriguez in at 26.
And anybody here watch The Office?
Yes.
Yeah.
She looks like Prison Mike. She is not a heel. She should never be a heel. It don't work.
Well, you don't understand. She's been dealing with Dementors.
What? The who?
Prison Mike. You have to deal with the Dementors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, you got me on my own reference.
Yeah,
no, for real. She is too sweet and nice and everything in the back and online and in interviews and smiley. And she does not.
Day.
Huh? Yeah, it's part of Judgment Day. It don't work. She got to get out of that.
I think Judgment Day is almost done, to be honest.
Thank God
it's coming. Well, we've forecasted the end to this thing. I think last fall for Judgment Day. It's well overdue at this point.
Yeah.
So Liv finally gets help. Liv and Raquel knock out Natalia. Alexa tries to beat up Liv, but she gets overpowered by the two, and they toss Alexa out of the ring. I guess Alexa is on Raw now, so there goes all that speculation on which brand she would be on.
I gotta say, my floor does smell good.
Does it smell lemony fresh? Anyway, we got Charlotte Flair in at 27, and she spams the hell out of the chop attack like the
it was
Twitter
like a video game chop. It wasn't even a very good. It was like woo.
It's like playing WrestleMania 2000.
No,
and
no. You were so close.
Over and over and over again.
No, you were so close. It reminds me of the WrestleMania arcade game where somebody had a chop and the logo would fly out of their arm.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Yep.
No, but for me, my blurb is knee brace.
Yeah.
It's bedazzled.
She bedazzled the knee brace, but also she now needs to compete with a knee brace. I think no matter how long this could be, and it might be years, this is her last run.
Yeah, I mean, she's had a lot of injuries. And
she is in her late 30s. And I'm just like, I see her, and I think Stone Cold, when he got the double brace, I was like, ooh, he's getting to the end. I get the same feeling with her.
Yeah, and she might want to be a mom still, too. And
yeah, for sure.
That'll be one athletic child.
But anyway, she eliminates Mishin and Piper Niven, and then Julia is in at 28. The NXT champ is
Guila.
And so this was my thought from earlier on Vakur and Julia in there. And I was like, oh, okay. This is a lot like Kenny Omega working a hardcore match. It's like, okay, they can do it, but why do you want them to do it?
Yeah.
To get their face out there. What are you talking about?
It's
She
promotion.
needs exposure.
That's true. That's
I
good.
didn't even know of her until today, and she's the NXT champ.
Yeah, she did not get an NXT champ pop at all.
No. The only like I don't even think even hardcores watch NXT anymore. I think it's just sort of on.
It gets higher ratings than AEW. Oh,
Yes, exactly. But I mean, I don't know.
no, but you know what? First of all, I thought her name was Guila, and then it turned out to be Julia. So I keep yelling out Guila.
I thought it was Gula, like the cheese.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You should. The first time I ever seen her wrestle, she did Wrestle Kingdom a few years ago with New Japan, and it was like a dark match with a bunch of Stardom girls, and I was like,
Guila. The thing is, I know she's good.
I tried to
and
do the
she'll get her
like,
time, but she just needs some exposure to the audience because they don't know who she is or what she is.
Yes,
exactly.
Both her and Stephanie are real snug workers. They're learning the WWE style. They're great. I was hoping, okay, no injuries for them because you don't need any injuries at this point. And, here's hoping they don't do anything that really damages their push or anything like that. I think both of them got out. So anyway.
Rapid fire.
Yes, rapid fire. Here we go. Nia Jax in at 29.
I like how she came out of the tunnel like she was Andre.
She kind of was.
I like how she started with Kane for his level 100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Bret Hart in the 80s.
Well, this I just have written down how the sequence went. It was Trish eliminates Candice, and then with Candice's help, Trish gets bounced by Nia Jax. So she did something. Well, she did more than something, but whatever. We'll get to that later. Nikki Bella, the last one in at 30. I said, okay, pop, but Alexa got the bigger return pop, and the entire ring decides to mount up against Nia Jax.
You know what kind of pop this was for me? This was my bathroom exit pop.
See, that's smart. That's smart thinking. I should have went during that time. I didn't.
It's like, oh, it's Nikki Bella? Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, that's how she's always been for me, too. I'm like, oh, God, Nikki Bella. Ugh. You couldn't get Beth Phoenix out of retirement?
The presentation didn't really work for her tonight.
Why
Nikki
not?
Bella, I found. Because they were doing that track camera thing for the guys that were watching in Dallas and in Los Angeles in that dome.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious.
And whatever. And so that's why you had that distance shot on the ramp.
Hey, man, she did that catwalk like a model, okay?
Yeah, but when she did like the whole shirt ripping and stuff like that, it was like, okay, she's way down to
after
like a thumbnail of her.
After her entrance, they showed the VIP lounge, and they wanted to show the VIP lounge reaction.
Yeah,
and they're just like,
"Did you see the one girl? Did you see the one girl there? She's just shaking her head like, no, not having it."
Yeah.
and Cole's like, "They're going nuts for Nikki Bella." This one girl.
No, they are not.
No.
I don't want to see her. I miss Jade Cargill.
Well, that's the thing, is that was the rumored AJ Lee number. So
oh, sad.
So yeah, that's why people are upset.
No Becky, no AJ Lee, no Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I'm shocked at no Becky.
Yeah, me too. I picked her to win.
Yep. Exactly. So the finish of this thing was Charlotte knocking out Roxanne Perez. Charlotte is going to Mania in Vegas. She is a 2-time winner. And the runtime for this was 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 20 seconds. So
who is she gonna wrestle?
Well, hasn't decided yet. And she went.
No, I know that. I'm asking you a prediction.
Oh, okay.
I can go first if you need a minute.
Yeah, go for it, please.
I think she's going to have the three-peat with Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Ooh, I thought she was going to go against Tiffy and put her over.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way. I think she's going to SmackDown to challenge Tiffany Stratton and probably put her over. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So there we go. Mm-hmm. As I mentioned earlier, Roxanne Perez will get the Nitromaniac TV Rick Martel Award for the longest in Eater Rumble match tonight. And that's that. So.
And Candice LeRae gets the Who Gives a Shit Award for Women's Royal Rumble.
Okay, so now we'll get to the questions because a few of these. First of all, Maurice Lopez is a great one. Nia Snacks. Just types in Nia Snacks.
Will you stop?
Will you stop? asks, I'm assuming Jesse Ventura was at the Leafs Oilers game tonight. I don't know.
No.
He was
Jesse was not.
No. I'm sure he was watching it, but
I don't think he was watching it.
No, he is out of town.
Yes. Yeah. Our Jesse Ventura Morehouse, not.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the governor.
Oh, the governor.
Oh, y'all two haven't met.
Yes. Yeah, we have to educate Morehouse on the modern Nitromaniac TV lore.
I've been missing for a few years.
Years.
Yes. So, Alberto chimes in. Great question here. What was the point of Trish and Nikki Bella coming in? I don't recall a build-up for those two, or there'll be more to their stories in coming weeks. Do you think either will be at WrestleMania?
I have answer.
Oh, go for it.
Trish is there just for the crowd pop because it has 70,000 people that wanted to cheer, so they did. Nikki Bella because they showed her on the Raw debut on Netflix and the crowd popped like crazy and it got a lot of social media attention. They had to fill a spot at the end, so they put her in.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get long-term storylines out of these two.
No.
Especially not Trish Stratus. Nikki Bella, I don't know. They've already Hall of Famed her.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, exactly. I thought both of them would have just been for the Legend Pops, honestly. So if there's any further storyline from it, great, I guess, but whatever. So I think we saw Trish's last real big storyline last year. Or when was it? When they were like last year or the year before? But anyway.
It was with her and Tiff were working together, right?
Yeah, that was last year then.
Yes, last year.
Yeah. So there we go. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Next match was the World Tag Team Title match. 2 out of 3 falls. That's right. The old intercontinental rules for this one, Morehouse. Much like watching, a copy of Rumble '89 on VHS or something like that.
Rapid fire.
DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. Well, wait a second. This is a normal match. Well, normal-ish match.
It deserves rapid fire.
Well,
I agree.
2 out of 3 falls. Guys, I missed the first fall completely. So what the hell happened?
You know what happened? These guys had to go out after the Women's Rumble.
Okay.
And that was a death spot for them. They worked their asses off. They did well. The ending was screwy. And it just kind of mellowed the people out for the next match.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wasn't engaged in the match at all. I thought, poor timing. You just sat through an hour and 10-minute match. Now you got to watch a tag team match that doesn't really have a lot of heat to begin with.
Exactly.
This was a curious addition to the card for me. I was like, really? We're doing this?
And why best of 3? Why best of 3?
I think they were trying to poke homage or something to the '89 Rumble with the fan. I don't know.
It's best 2 out of 3 because they've been going at it on SmackDown, going back and forth with the titles. And on one side of it, Motor City Machine Guns, for some reason, had Santos Escobar's boys.
Right.
Garza and Humberto Carrillo.
Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, there you go. They were on their side, and they're like, if you guys win, we get title shots. And then the other side, DIY had the Pretty Disco Boys. What are they called?
Oh, Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, but if you guys retain, then we get title shots. And so they had those two backing them up, and they kept interfering, and that's how it ended up 2 out of 3 falls. And then in the end, the friggin' Street Profits ruined the match.
Yes. Yeah.
Who were not in the storyline whatsoever.
Yeah, so runtime for this thing ended up being 14 minutes in total. The absolute finish with both teams tied at 1 fall was a double team blockbuster. No, sorry. Angelo Dawkins taking out the Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY hits the meat in the middle for the 1-2 free count, and Montez Ford with the distraction on the ref. And then post-match, like you said, the Profits take out DIY. So, tag title scene on SmackDown, setting something up there, whatever.
I think they're setting up to a TLC match at Mania.
With the guns?
With a few teams.
Oh, like a multi-team schmoz?
Yeah, multi-teamer.
Yes.
So more than 3.
A few years since we've had one of those. Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, AEW has them every week.
Well, talking Mania here. Standard's a little bit higher.
Although, but do remember, when you're doing 2 nights in a stadium, you gotta pack it with some hoopla.
Although it was hilarious seeing, Triple H book 07 TNA in his 2025 Royal Rumble card.
This is peak Chikara action we're seeing tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that was one thing I forgot to say about the Women's Rumble.
Yeah, go for it.
it was an incredible 50-50 mix. Actually, not true. It was like 60-30 mix of 60%. I know 60-40. Shut up. It was 60% old TNA knockouts.
Yes.
Versus 40% homegrown talent.
Gotta market that new agreement. That's what it is. It's gotta, TNA.
Yeah, but I mean, between
no, it's just hiring.
WWE.
Yeah, just hiring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zelina Vega and Mia Yim or Michin, whatever. Chelsea Green. Like there's so many like former TNA knockouts that have now made it big in their women's division, and not as many homegrown talent, like straight up homegrown.
Yeah. It's kind of pivoted.
Like, there was no Xia Li, and she's homegrown. Yeah.
Yeah. On both sides. Yeah. Because she's on the TNA side now too, right? So.
And also the WWE homegrown isn't amazing.
Not at this moment. No.
No, it's basically they're still using the same stars they built back in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like Nia Jax can't wrestle. Alexa Bliss doesn't back bump.
And then. You said about Charlotte Flair. We don't know if this is like her last real full-time run or not.
She bedazzled the knee brace. I think this is, that's got to be part of the permanent gear.
No, yeah, that's exactly. Well, I'm just saying, reiterating the thing that you said earlier. We don't know if that's her, if it's going to be her last full-time run. Yeah. So there we go. And there's going to be a talent turnover here. We're due for it over the next few years, too. So
you know what though, from what I see. In WWE, it's always hard to pull the trigger on passing the torch, because the torch bearer is what makes them their money.
Yes, exactly.
You need to feed your champion challengers. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah, WWE Undisputed Championship ladder match for the Undisputed title. And the Winged Eagle Championship, apparently. So we had Cody Rhodes taking on Kevin Owens. The runtime.
Hey, by the way, remember when Shawn Michaels did the contract signing on SmackDown and took the belts away, and yet both of them walked in with the belts?
Yes.
So what the hell was the point of that?
He took those belts away. They ended up getting new belts for tonight.
Yes.
Oh, cut the shit.
They have a belt for each town.
That's right. It's WWE. There's a belt for each state now at this point. So,
jeez.
But anyways, the runtime for this thing was 25 minutes and 5 seconds. I'll skip to the finish so we can move things along here. Rapid fire. A package pile driver blocked into the Alabama Slam through the ladder by Cody, and it allows Cody to grab both titles. Cody Rhodes retains, and Kevin is vanquished for now. Well, Kevin is dead for now.
Yeah, I think he's gone for a bit now.
This was writing him off for a good multiple month part of time here tonight.
Is he going to AEW?
No, I think he's just banged up. I think he's got some injury concerns and that stuff that they want.
Yeah, he'll take WrestleMania season off this year.
That's what it is. Yeah. So
that's no fun. That's a big paycheck.
That is, but that versus quality of life, and maybe a chance at it for next time. So
sorry, I heard everything from the slurp to the bubble and when you took that drink.
I will mute in the future.
That's fine. So Kevin Owens, he did what I guess is the modern equivalent of the stretcher job. Because he kind of basically, who's more paid tonight, Kevin Owens or Mr. TL? It would be a better question, I guess. But
unfortunately, it's Mr. TL.
Except your face isn't cut open.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't bust your.
I haven't left the floor in hours.
Some of my best times are on the floor.
Yeah, that's a great place.
Good thing or a bad thing?
You be the judge.
It's what you make it. It's totally what you make it.
Well, by the way, I don't know if this match was I don't know.
I wasn't engaged.
It was meh. I agree. It was kind of a meh match, I thought. So.
But they did well. It was just meh.
Yeah.
The feud was built well. The match didn't deliver. That's
what it was. Yes.
But it did. That's the problem.
It was slow though. It was a very slow paced ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they were using ladders. This is no different than any time Kevin Owens has taken on Sami Zayn in a ladder match, which has been a million times.
Cody isn't a ladder match wrestler. We saw it in AEW with Sammy Guevara, and the match was kind of.
What do you mean it was? He got cuttered off the top of the ladder from another ladder.
It had
another ladder through
it
another
had
ladder.
a good finish, but the lead up to it was slow and prodding.
Well, slow
and I
and
felt
prodding
this ladder match was very slow and prodding. Yeah.
These guys are all 40 years old. Give them a break.
So am I. Put me in a
That's
ladder
what I'm
match.
saying.
Yeah.
Would you do a faster ladder match with Mr. Nitro?
Give me 4 cans of crushed soda, and yeah.
Is that what it takes?
I could ride the sugar high for about 6 or 7 minutes until the Beatus got me, and then that would be it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They delivered it just on this night where you want to see the Rumble. All the little individual matches take a back seat, and that's
true.
That's what the problem is.
I always rewatch Rumbles in 5-year increments. So,
yes,
being 2025, I'll watch 2020 or 2015.
Yeah.
But I always watch the Rumble match. I'm not watching the individual matches. So you're right, Mr. J.
Yeah. Which is why there wasn't much of an undercard for this.
Exactly, because they're all death spots, including this match.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, hey, that's a great point. Great point.
Rapido!
WWE Evolve.
Rapido!
March 5th. Elimination Chamber is the next pay-per-view on March the 1st in Toronto. Kai Cenat at ringside. He was streaming this.
Kai Cenat.
Cenat. Yes.
I don't know. I don't follow the Twitch stream.
Well, it's big with the Gen Z apparently. So
big with the Gen Z, I tell you.
Yeah. 70,000 free 47 in attendance, and it is time for the main event of the evening. What we come to see, the men's Royal Rumble match. And so again, rapid fire, one word or one sentence.
Blurb.
Before. So, yeah, Rey Mysterio, number 1. I wrote down, "Hey Ty, here's your nemesis."
I know, little bastard keeps breaking into my house, doing my podcast, drinking my non-alcoholic beer.
Now, to be honest with you, it had Corona on the side of it. I'm sure if it was another brand, he wouldn't have touched it. So, but anyway.
But anyways, it was good to get that Rey Mysterio pop, just like 06.
Yes, exactly. Penta number 2, and it's Penta Azul tonight. Penta Blue.
Love it. Having those two start off the Rumble, got the crowd into it right away.
Lucha.
Penta fits in like a ironed glove right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
love
iron gloves?
It was Zero Miedo versus old school Ray a little bit too. Ray was doing the kind of like the old 2002, 2003 hand gestures and that stuff in there. It was kind of
they did
cool.
Almost mess up their first spot though.
They did, yes.
They got it.
They fixed it. It was close. They almost double eliminated each other.
Mysterio head scissors Penta out of the ring, and maybe both feet touched the floor. I don't know though.
Oh, they totally did.
Replay on purpose.
Yeah, they didn't show the replay because he totally did.
Yeah.
Come on, rapid fire. You're missing the rapid part. Ow!
Rapido.
God,
Chad Gable gets number 3. Gable hates luchadors, so this is the prime spot for him for his character at this point. I thought he might have blew out his knee when Ray mysteriously landed on his knee off of that. What was it, the moonsault or whatever, out of the corner?
No, he's fine.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. But anyways,
Chad's
Carmelo Hayes in at number 4.
Hey, we didn't get our blurb in.
Oh, go for it.
He doesn't care.
God, you're doing it wrong, and you're not getting it. Oh, jeez. Say name, say blurb. You get last blurb, okay?
Okay.
That's how this works.
Fine, go.
Good. All right, Gable. Good Rumble, good appearance, good matchup for Penta right off the gate, and also one hell of a suplex on, I think it was Otis.
No, Gable's, I think, has all the material to, get a title push. I'd love to see him as a singles title.
Except for the height.
Soon.
Okay.
You can get stilts.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I guess.
You have stumped me, good sir.
Carmelo Hayes in at number 4.
He is not him.
He everything he had in NXT, he seems to have lost on SmackDown.
Absolutely.
He had a fun sequence in there, but other than that was it. So, yeah. I guess.
Next. This is why we wrap it up.
Santos Escobar in at number 5.
King Cuerno.
Nope, that's not him.
Yes, it is.
Oh no, wait, that's right. King Cuerno. Sorry. I got him.
I always shit on my facts.
I get him and Prince Puma mixed up all the time. I need to rewatch.
What?
I need to rewatch Lucha Underground.
Prince Puma is a black man named Ricochet.
Yes,
he is. Yes.
Yeah. My bad.
Ha
Ow! My Mickey voice just hurt my back.
Anyways, Santos Escobar, it's nice to see Lucha Underground at the Royal Rumble this year.
I wrote down this was the first time we've had a Lucha influence for the first 5 or 6 entrants in the Rumble, basically. Save Gable, but...
Oh, yeah, I also forgot. I love that he did a 619, and then he did somebody else's move and did a crotch chop DX style.
Yeah. Well, he did the Zero Miedo. It was.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, Zero Miedo and then crotch chop.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good pop. And the crowd loved it, too, but the problem is the camera cut away too quick.
Well, the crowd didn't love it. I mean, they reacted and they booed him, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good heel stuff.
And then they did the whole repeat of the Chelsea spot in the first match.
Right, they did the same spot, yeah.
Yeah.
This time Chad Gable in the middle.
the noted luchador Otis at 6.
For a man that wide and that big, he was not as dominant as he should be because he's a joke.
Especially with
he's a comedy character,
athletes in there.
Except that him and Gable are like the 2 best amateur wrestlers in the business.
Yeah, they put on some fun matches.
Just how did Otis get stuck in comedy and Chad is doing okay?
If those 2 get one-on-one in like they have to have like an amateur stip match or something like that.
They have to be presented as real.
Great.
No, they have to be presented as real threats. They can't just be jokes in comedy.
Otis needs to leave Alpha Academy.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, disband that whole shit.
They need to repackage Otis big time.
Next.
Big time. Braun Breaker in at 7.
Another Siren, another Steiner. I laughed because his gear was all numbers.
Well, it's the homage to Steiner math. Yeah,
exactly. That was a great little.
Yeah, I had one of my buddy Daniel's like, what's with all the numbers? I'm like, Steiner math. He's like, yeah,
great.
And his dad wore the same gear in WCW as well, with all sorts of numbers on it back in the early 90s. So
it didn't look just like that, though.
No, he had confetti. It was confetti looking, I believe.
Yeah, it had some confetti and there were some numbers on there too. But I have written down here is just Juggernaut. And he was a juggernaut when he came in. And his book he's the juggernaut. So
you know what though? He tried to be the Goldberg and spear the shit out of everything and everyone.
Yeah.
Like remember that spear that Goldberg laid out Nunzio with, and that's been watched over like to this day. He tried for that and he didn't quite get it, but man, did he try.
Was that off-camera one where he came into frame just doing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he just growls at the crowd.
Where is Craig when we need him to Goldberg? But anyway,
Braun Breaker, love him. He's a house of fire. He has all the potential to be a main eventer.
He's just too young. He looks like a child in a way.
He eliminated Carmelo. He eliminated Escobar. And then Tozawa is supposed to be in at 8, but Melo knocks him out at the entrance. We need an alternate. And so I Show Speed is in. And so that's a...
Because I rolled my eyes when Tozawa came out, and then for him to go down because of Carmelo and they put I Show Speed, I was like, hey, good pop for the crowd and the Gen Zers.
Yes, that's for the kids.
Zetters.
The Zetters.
I guess it's better than Tozawa. than Tozawa.
Yeah. Because he went to the ring and did a backflip and then got speared out of his boots. It was amazing.
Yeah.
They should have had him speared out of his Crocs.
I wrote down the old Owen Hart line from years ago. It's like, why do you have to do a backflip before you hit the guy? It just looks stupid.
He did a backflip and then got speared.
Yeah.
But he should have kicked off his shoes when he did it because he was wearing Crocs.
Oh, that would have been great. Yeah.
I didn't even notice the Crocs. Now I'm going to rewatch the Rumble just specifically for his Crocs.
Well, Michael Cole kept saying it after.
Yeah.
After he
he was eliminated. They didn't show him on camera after. But
yeah, it's like, and he's wearing Crocs, ladies and gentlemen. He is in Crocs.
He is in Crocs.
That's what he said. It was hilarious. Next.
And Breaker killed him. So there we go. Sheamus in at 9.
Yeah, Sheamus is always in there.
That's your take?
Fight night.
That is my take. He's not going to win the Rumble. He's not going to do anything. He's just this big glowing white worm.
He's at the point he's at the Greg Valentine level of his career now.
Oh, what a reference. Because he totally is.
That's a deep cut.
He totally is, though.
So, kind of reheating the rivalry with Breaker a bit. Maybe they get a match out of it again. Maybe they don't. Probably not, but whatever. Yeah. Jimmy Uso in at 10.
Wrong Uso.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Well, he's the Janetti. Sorry.
Yes.
I know they're
Janetti
twins.
Uso came in. Janetti Uso did some super kicks, and that was Janetti Uso.
Yo, Janetti Uso's an amazing name.
There's your custom cough for WWE 2K25.
Hey, Janetti Uso.
Janetti Uso. Andrade in at 11.
Poor guy. Has no character.
I love that he left the AEW mid-card scene to go to the WWE mid-card scene.
Yeah.
I sent this off to get it confirmed. So by the time we do the next podcast, I've like for Elimination Chamber or something, I might have this. But I think this is the smallest first 10 in any Rumble on the men's side ever per average.
Yeah.
Other than Sheamus.
Yeah. Well,
And
take Sheamus and Otis out of it too. You can.
Well, Otis is
That's like 900 pounds.
But has there been a Rumble with less than 1,000 pounds across for the first 10 ever? I don't think so.
It wasn't.
Well, 5 of these guys is 1,000 pounds, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think it's a small.
Because you're right now.
Rapido!
Yeah, continue. Let's go.
Okay. Jacob Fatu in at 12.
What a beast.
Yeah. Just
I
like
love
that,
Jacob
the beef
Fatu.
returns.
Love Jacob Fatu. I want to see him pushed to the moon, and it looks like he is being pushed to the moon.
I starred the Braun Breaker Jacob Fatu stare down. I think we're gonna get that match sometime this year. It will be fun.
SummerSlam.
Yes. Or even later. Could be a fall type thing too. Ludwig Kaiser in at 13.
Yo, when they showed his stats on the screen of 6'1", 220 or 6'2", 220, I'm like, that is the skinniest, scrawniest 6'2", 220 I've ever seen in my life.
That's inflated numbers, yes.
Yes.
Well, they inflated it way too far because this man looks like X-Pac out there.
He's probably 6'2", 185, honestly.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but
200.
he looks 160.
Yeah, he might even be 160.
He is the smallest big man I have ever seen in my life.
The problem is him and Gunther went on the same crash diets, and if they got,
he didn't need to.
He didn't need to.
Yeah, no, he was always normal.
If he beefs up, he might get to like Randy Orton look, but he's not beefing.
Time
he's
out.
wearing European Speedos, which doesn't help it. Ugh. He's doing good as a heel. I'll give it that because I don't want to.
It's a great heel character. Yes.
you want to boo him, and he makes you boo him.
Yep.
Timeout. He says he's just going to chill on the outside. Well, he's in and out. Thanks, Penta. He's just in the ring probably for like 15 seconds, and then
it was 2 seconds. They tried to do the Santino's thing, but they didn't get it.
It was a little longer than that. It was close to 9 or 10, honestly.
Next,
the Miz is 14.
Next,
Joe Hendry in at 15.
Nice pop. Get the TNA World Champion in there. Never thought that would happen in a lifetime.
So
you get to sing the song.
What did Dan think of TNA's champion being in the Rumble? I know that he's the big TNA fan on your side.
He loves Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Does he believe in Joe Hendry?
I believe he does
believe in Joe Hendry.
He does believe in Joe Hendry, yes. So
yes, I'm not a Joe Hendry guy, but I understand why he's popular, and it's nice to get that cheap pop.
I'm a little sad that he didn't get to do anything with Drew McIntyre because they're both Scottish.
That would have been fun. That would have been really fun. So, but anyway, there we go. Roman Reigns in at 16. Bigger pop, bigger guy, the Chief, the OTC. I wrote down, there's your winner. It ended up not being that, but
yeah, he comes out and he looks like he's going to win this thing hands down.
No kidding.
It comes out with his godlike entrance music.
Yep. It was amazing. Like his presentation is unmatched.
Well, he's a god. Like he's a deity.
Well, it helps
Deity.
too. He dumped like the entirety of the ring here. The Sheamus is gone. Hendry gets dumped. Jacob eliminated Jimmy Uso at the same time here, and that's
next.
Drew McIntyre, 17.
Angry man.
Well,
It sucks.
Kind
so
of
many
saw
other
the
people
next,
that could win this. That's my opinion, Drew.
Yeah, we kind of saw the next beat in this whole Drew versus Bloodline storyline tonight with this, and it was kind of
no.
I got a different story.
Yeah, he's going to go against Damian Priest.
Yep.
Yeah. At the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they set up.
I saw.
Yeah.
I got to say, this Rumble did a very good job of setting up future matches just by based on eliminations. It did a very good job for that.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor at 18.
Eye roll. Holy crap, did this man lose all of his aura? His theme song belongs to like a black dude with like some street cred.
Some Irish guy with hip hop.
Yeah, what the hell is this? What happened to his aura? What happened to the lights? What happened to the importance? He looks like he's 95 pounds.
I wrote down immediately gets overpowered, which is exactly what happened. He gets hit a ring immediately. He gets overpowered.
Did he get smaller? What happened to him?
Well,
yeah,
he's
him
older.
and Ludwig Kaiser are on the same meal plan. They're just getting smaller by the week. So when they don't need to.
They got to kill the Judgment Day.
Yes. Shinsuke Nakamura in at 19, current U.S. champion, or Dark Hakushi? You pick.
You can tell he's evil now because his music starts evil.
Yeah,
he's
got
evil.
He's got a great Muda thing going on, and he kind of looks like the smaller but older cousin of Jacob Fatu.
Morehouse, maybe he's the next House of Torture member. This is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, you never know. I mean, there's rumors of evil walking around lately.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what, though? I do like Nakamura in all of his iterations. He does good things. He's just old.
Yeah, he's getting closer to 50.
Yep.
Jey Uso in at 20.
God, it was cool to see that entire arena explode and yeet all over the place.
Yeet.
That man got a super pop.
Yeet. Yeet.
I'm doing it from the floor. It looks funny and it kind of hurts.
Jay eliminated Shinsuke. Good for him. So there we go. AJ Styles in at 21.
Oh, theme song! Woohoo!
And I was surprised. Package. I did not expect to see AJ tonight.
He looked like he walked right out of 2016 here. So making his return, a phenomenal one. So
no, it didn't look like 2016 because the camera actually caught him coming to the ring this time.
That's yes. It's a little better production. Yeah, exactly. Braun Strowman in at number 22.
I thought he was dead. I don't know why he came back, but they're setting up.
They should have wrote him off. He just took 15 to 20 headshots.
Yeah. I thought that was it. Like last weekend, it was so I don't know. Maybe somebody.
I thought you wrote him off, and then he comes back. He looks fine. He looks.
You know what happened is that was probably JD McDonough's spot, and so McDonough's out, so they had to parachute somebody in. That was Braun.
Oh God, they couldn't get anybody better than JD McDonough.
You have 200 superstars on your roster.
That's
Kofi wasn't in the damn Rumble. Kofi wasn't in the Rumble.
I talked before the Royal Rumble started. I wanted a Kofi spot where Kofi does the Kofi spot, and then the crowd just has no reaction and pushes him off.
Yeah,
exactly.
Great. Somebody in the crowd just pushes him off the barricade or something while he's trying to do the spot. Yeah,
I thought that would have been a great spot.
Yeah. So, Strowman eliminates Jacob, and Jacob goes AWOL. So we'll see what happens.
No, he goes ape shit because he threw everything at the ring. Broke equipment.
He would have thrown Cole at the ring if he could have.
And then
you want to make a Samoan werewolf, you make one.
Yeah.
And then you briefly cross paths with the next entrant,
John Cena.
His last Rumble.
Final Rumble for him. Huge pop. First Rumble match for him since 2018. And Jacob kind of giving him some shade. So
he's the smallest Cena I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You think so?
He's pretty small compared to normal Cena.
I don't know. He looked pretty wide and old and bald.
Well, he's
very bald. Yes, he's very bald.
He went Super Cena immediately. He eliminated Braun Strowman, and then he got rid of Finn with an AA. So
I just don't know why. He's got all that money. He could just get the hair done.
Cena and Roman face off.
He's been off TV for so long. He can just go to Turkey and get that thing done. Get the plugs put in,
Yeah.
I know people who have,
Mm-hmm.
See?
There you go.
And they don't. I bet you those people don't have the money that John Cena has.
Yeah. Hey.
Or
no,
the time
Cena
off.
has more. Cena has more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, CM Punk in at number 24.
Wearing the Bret Hart gear. Shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Bret Hart. Always. Yes.
I appreciated how much he stared at Roman.
Yeah, me too.
Staring across, getting over the favor storyline out.
Hey, he doesn't have to do anything but stare, and the crowd will go crazy. So he's figured out wrestling.
Seth Rollins in at number 25. Maybe the most stacked final 10 ever I have written.
Okay, do you think he was wearing Shawn Michaels gear because CM Punk was wearing Bret Hart gear?
Ooh. I didn't even think about that.
I have the note from him in the pre-show asking what the hell was he wearing, because he looked like he was wearing like a red rug.
Wearing that red shirt, red jacket, red pants.
Red jacket, red
and they're all
pants.
furry.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. Did he look
It
like
was
Elmo?
stupid. Yeah, it looked like a ripped up version
It
of
could have been an
Elmo.
Elmo. Yeah,
It could have.
Could've been
It
Elmo.
was once Elmo. It was made out of Elmo, probably.
It was a carcass of Elmo.
You better not have a shirt that says "Tickle Me Rollins." Anyways, let's go next.
It would sell in AEW.
Oh God.
So we get maybe the most stacked final 10 ever in the ring, and then Dom Mysterio in at 26.
Greatest heel in the business, man. I don't know how he's done it, but he's actually a mixture of his own father and Eddie Guerrero, but like in 96, 7.
Yeah, this is great. He's on a hell of a run right now. Hell of a run. Hell of a run.
Best
I love
heel in
Dom,
the
man.
business.
He'll be the guy that benefits the most from the Judgment Day split, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Just
Judgment
allow
Day
him to
saved
be
his
him.
career, though. Like without Judgment Day, we wouldn't
yeah.
have Dirty Dom.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Well,
think
without Rhea, we wouldn't have Dirty Dom.
I think at this point, I think you could probably split him off, and he could be that mid card chicken shit heel that he is right now.
I
Really
think
good.
you give him a U.S. title, Intercontinental title,
He could be an IC champ. Absolutely, he could be IC.
He's
and then you
basically
make him
gonna
a
have-
chicken shit heel. He never
Yeah.
properly defends.
He's basically going to end up with the Miz's career, but better.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, that's a good
And
trajectory.
he dresses like a normal person somewhat.
A little bit.
The
The mullet is right out of 1996, but anyway. The 27th entrant was Sami Zayn. Does Sami have what it takes to win? This is still stacked.
I just realized what he is. He's Mick Foley, but athletic.
Mhm.
Sammy, yes,
Yes,
he is Mick Foley. Yep,
the thinner version of Mick Foley. Yes.
That's why I said
because he
athletic.
doesn't have a great body, but Mick never didn't either. So
No, but the fact that everyone believes in this dirty, scruffy man, and they
Yep.
just believe they want the best for him. He's totally Mick Foley, but athletic.
yep.
Damian Priest in at 28, and Dom gets bounced by his.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but he might get the award of who gave a shit.
for the men's rumble.
Yeah.
Mm.
Remember, he was a world
Yeah, he
champion.
kind of had a vibe to him tonight.
His entrance, his presentation, his demeanor
Yeah.
does not match how the crowd wants to feel about him.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work.
He's trying to be gothic, but he's not gothic.
Yeah, he's more metal than he is gothic.
Yeah,
But he has a gothic entrance.
Yeah, that's it. See what I'm saying? Nothing mixes properly, and that's why the crowd don't know what to make of him.
Mm-hmm. Feel free, folks. By the way, if you got questions on tonight's event, throw them in the comment box. We'll get to them at the end of the breakdown here.
We know
which we're
he's
rapidly
good.
approaching. LA Knight in at number 29. I got down good number for him. First ever career Rumble match appearance and no pitch black match for him this year.
Great pop. I was a little bit concerned about how much he tanned because he looked like Muhammad Hassan in there.
Okay.
Look at him.
Yes.
You look at his ring gear. He's looked really Hassan tonight.
Well, he's got to be brown because he's got to be like the Slim Jim, you know, brown like a Slim Jim. No.
No.
You're
No.
fired. You're fired and you're canceled.
But yeah, he went to Adam Cole's school of, tanning.
Yeah, cool. The Britt
Yikes.
School, formerly Britt Baker School, I guess now. But
Next.
Logan Paul, Nets number 30.
I was so disappointed. I was like, oh yeah, he's not in the Rumble. And then I thought, oh shit, there's no Orton this year.
No, I knew Logan was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I
30
forgot.
I wrote down, they're giving him the $1 million man treatment here. So,
Nah.
so 10 left as all 30 have entered the ring. We have a whole bunch of eliminations.
Oh,
that
just
gets
skip to
down
the end.
Our final two, which is Jey Uso and John Cena. After what I thought was a pretty good back and forth between the two of them, Jey pushes off John Cena on the A attempt and nets the victory. Main event, Jey Uso is in, the main event of WrestleMania. And post-match, Cena, most humble champion, goes and raises Jey's hand.
Well, I'm glad that John Cena did not win a Rumble in 2025.
I was shocked with the winner. I did not.
Same.
I did not have Jay anywhere near my top.
I had
Same.
Jey as a dark horse, but I didn't think he was going to win. No, I thought it was going to be CM Punk.
I didn't even have him as a horse.
You thought he'd get
He was a
dumped on?
duck.
But you know what? To me, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I could predict a Rumble winner, and
Yep.
having like someone like Jey Uso, this is going to be a shot in the arm for him.
We have the potential for an epic Jey Uso Gunther match at Mania here. So
That's my prediction. He's going to go for
absolutely,
Gunther's.
absolutely, because he did the whole thing. Is like, man, I got so close to Gunther, but I can beat him. And next time I get a chance, I'm going to beat him.
They gave us a tease on Saturday night's main event, and now it's like, okay, this might happen.
And listen, to me, this is the best underdog story that they've built to a Mania since Daniel Bryan.
Even better than Kingston, yeah.
Maurice, Yes Movement 2014, Yeet Movement 2025. Actually,
he gets it.
But there we go. It's 1 year
off.
He
gets it.
Yeah. And Jay about to get his Kofi moment at me. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, except there was a racial undertone under Kofi's.
What? I mean, I was there. I didn't get that at all.
They totally did. They said a guy like me would never be champion because you guys said a guy like me would never be champion.
Oh,
so it's like the whole Booker T Triple H thing again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But anywho, this is a great underdog story. The crowd was over. Like, he's so over.
I went to Survivor Series this year.
Nuclear hot right now.
One of the fun things at Survivor Series was doing the whole Yeet entrance with him.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
Floor Yeets.
Yeah.
Floor Yeet.
Yeah, you had some good seats for that Survivor Series. It's
right above the entrance.
That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So, but anyways, there we go. That is the Royal Rumble for 2025. I got to remember it's 2025 now, not 2024. We will give our, before we get the match of the night poll results out, we'll do our rating of the show out of 10, in which I will start.
Go ahead.
And I will give this show an 8 out of 10. I thought it was fairly solid across the board. I thought it was a good first PLE presentation on Netflix, because don't forget, this was still the maiden PLE on Netflix. So you had a lot of eyes watching this tonight that would have normally not watched the product in the past, or that are just brand new to the product too, or getting back into the product because it's on Netflix. I was talking with somebody today at the when I went out grocery shopping that was planning on watching the Royal Rumble, and he said he had not watched wrestling in about 15 years or so, but he was going to watch tonight.
Wow.
So hopefully he got his money's worth and enjoyed it. So there we go. So I thought this was great. Little slight things that you could pick apart in both Rumble matches. And then, like we said, the ladder match, Cody is kind of not built for ladder matches again. So it's like watching a Ferrari try to take to an ice track, a little bit. But other than that, 8 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. So we'll go with Mr. TL. What's your rating there out of 10 for tonight?
Well, I had floor seats for tonight's event.
Wow.
Make sure you take home the chair. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna give this also an 8 out of 10.
All right. Okay.
I think people who watched on Netflix got their money's worth. I think people in the stadium definitely got their money's worth. Had a good fun night. This might be one of those go back and watch things whenever Jey Uso becomes a bigger star than we ever imagined.
So. Yes, this will be definitely at the beginning of the documentary for sure.
And I think people should revisit the Cody versus Kevin Owens ladder match, because it's better than we thought. It's just because it had a dead spot in a Royal Rumble event. It didn't get as much hype as it would have.
Exactly,
because they worked their asses off. It's just we were tired. And getting ready for the next Rumble match.
And whilst I retrieved the poll results from Twitter or X, whatever they're calling it,
Twitter
X, Morehouse, what are you giving this show out of 10?
I'm gonna be a little harsher, guys. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm giving it a little harsher grade is I felt the Women's Rumble was very weak. Also with the theme song production issue, you didn't know half the wrestlers that were coming out until they actually showed their faces. So that's a negative for me. I thought the tag team spot was a dead spot. Cody, Kevin, I'd like to revisit. I think, again, it was in a bad spot, so I didn't give it the proper attention. Also, we were having dinner at the same time. So
exactly.
Distractions. And then the Men's Rumble, I thought the final showdown was, like you said, definitely the highest chance of rate of people who could win it. I believe there could have been 12 to 13 different wrestlers who could have easily won the Rumble, and it would have been believable.
Also, no surprises in the Men's Rumble.
Yes.
AJ was because he was hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think anybody had AJ pegged for anything there.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still hurt. They just put him in the Rumble and had him like lay out in the corner for a while because he's not 100%.
Maybe. Just remember AJ's here.
Yeah, exactly, baby. That too. Joe Hendry might have been a little bit of a surprise to some people, but
yeah.
But I think everyone knew it's gonna happen.
folks were discussing that though last summer, potentially the potential for it, and they just forgot about it because of time, right? And that stuff. So that could potentially happen.
I just want to know who said his name that made him appear.
I don't
The
know.
Miz apparently because he was the one before him.
Yeah, he summoned him. Do you want to see our match of the night poll?
Yeah.
Over on Twitter.
Yeah.
So after every show, you can go to @KellenNitro over on Twitter X and vote in my match of the night poll.
Yeah.
And tonight we have a tie. I got to get rid of the Undertaker here, so we'll tell the Undertaker to rest in peace. Come on. Where is it? Rest in peace. There.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have a tie between the ladder match, Cody and Kevin, and the men's Rumble.
I told you that Cody Kevin match is a little better than we think.
I think it just happened on a bad time slot.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So there we go. No love for the DIY Motor City Machine Guns match, by the way.
They had the worst. They had the biggest uphill battle to try and work their ass off.
And I find the tag team scene right now is really weak.
You know what, though? It isn't. Because they're throwing all their cruiserweights into the tag team division, and so they're doing all the high fly flippy shit.
But that's not telling a story, though.
But the thing is, there is a story there because everyone does have a story to tell. Being that oh god, who the hell is not the LWO, the bad guys?
Legado del Fantasma.
They gotta change their name. Anyways, well, it's too hard to remember.
LDF.
Sure.
The two guys who look like the American werewolves.
we got.
But I mean, like they
and LDF.
They're trying to prove themselves. Pretty in Pink or whatever their name is. They're trying to prove that they're not a joke, even though they absolutely are. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
You only have 5 tag teams right now in WWE, and they're all on SmackDown.
Good.
And it's funny. I haven't even watched SmackDown since it's moved to Netflix.
Oh wait, who is on Raw? They got the Viking Raiders. You got
and Judgment Day.
I don't know what's going on with it. I'm just like, oh, okay.
You only have 2 teams on Raw.
Yeah. No, you got the Authors of Pain.
They're not even a team, really.
No, they are.
When have they wrestled?
They're gonna go against the War Raiders, and that's gonna be one hell of a match at some point.
Yeah, we can kind of see that. Sure, that's right.
Because since the Wyatt 6 thing is done, I hope they.
Yeah, that's right. And with the Wyatt 6 are over on SmackDown, we didn't see any presence from them tonight. We didn't see any presence from Killer Cross either. We didn't see.
I think the 6 are done.
The New Day as well. We didn't see anything from that.
Oh, yeah, Karrion Kross. I forgot about that.
Karrion Kross. Yeah.
No R-Truth spot tonight.
No R-Truth, which sucks.
No Kingston or Woods. Yeah.
No Kingston or Woods. Yeah. No, this was to
me
it was straight ahead rock and roll. Yeah. No, almost. Yeah. That was a guy that was rumored to be returning too, because
I thought he went to Japan.
He's gone on a legendary Noah run over there. Like he's like, one of the guys over there for sure. And he re-signed with WWE. So I mean, like he's due back any day now. So
yeah, I thought he said in a promo in Japan, he's like, hey, I love you guys. I gotta go back home, do some WWE.
It was a week ago. So everybody's like, oh, he's going to be in a Rumble match.
Right.
Yeah. He wasn't in a Rumble match. So.
He needs a new manager too. So his manager left.
Yes, that's right.
Oh yeah.
His manager's over on the other side now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His manager ran away without him.
Yeah. Pretending like they didn't break up in WWE.
Well, the next PLE is Elimination Chamber in Toronto on March the 1st. So no doubt we'll see something in the Elimination Chamber matches on both the men's and the women's side. Probably
CM Punk.
We'll see the title contention for the non-pick titles.
No Orton, exactly. There was a Randy Orton rumor.
Isn't he still selling that injury? Though?
I said that.
Good point. Yeah. Well, good point by you then and now. So there we go.
Yeah.
It's called a callback. Strategy tips. Anyway. But so that's it. That's the Royal Rumble in a nutshell for 2025.
Hell of a nutshell.
Hell of a nutshell. Yes, into super nutshells there. So Morehouse, since you're back with us, kind of, sort of, what's the where can people reach you on the webs, or are you still setting that up at the moment?
I'm still setting that up. I don't have any social media presence,
Yeah, that's
but
fair enough.
and I'm also evaluating my social media presence as I want to pick one that the people running it are a little nicer to humanity.
That's true. Yeah, that's kind of the little thing and that stuff. Like, I mean, I've been trying out the Blue Sky a little bit. I've been trying.
He's the biggest free agent in all of social media.
Yes, that's right. That's fair enough. Well, you can reach me at all my social medias at Kellen Nitro across the board. So Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, where you're probably watching this tonight too, and a few other places. In fact, I gotta check and see if there's anything there. Nope. That's
Facebook,
fine.
TikTok, Snapchat,
yeah.
TikTok for a month.
Yeah, for another month. Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious. On my other channel with my racing stuff, I've been dumping TikToks up there like almost weekly until the ban, or the 40 or the 24-hour ban. It wasn't even 24 hours in the States, and then I was like, well, forget it at this point, whatever. So, and then we've got Mr. TL as well. Where can they
exclusively on Twitter X, only to be found on the Twitter X. It is a sinking ship, and it will go down eventually.
It will.
And at TMLOUTAN, I want to smoke.
Smoke it.
That hurt. That hurt so goddamn much.
Smoke them if you got them.
If you have a show you'd like the 3 or the 4 of us to review, don't forget there is a 4th.
Don't put pressure on the house.
The house is back to normal.
Just saying.
It depends if the house wants to join in or not. But for at least the 3 of us, myself, Craig, and Mr. TL, you can email us at nitromaniactv@gmail.com. The only rules we have for reviewing shows and that stuff is we need to know what streaming service it's on. And if you can even provide a link to said streaming service or said video, that would be great too. That's it.
Mr. House, you're invited anytime. You are welcome. Just saying. But no pressure to you have to join in just because you're here right now.
Yeah, no, my commitment is to be a more active contributor this year. I was going to be on the Saturday Night Main Event, but oops, I forgot to watch the first half of the show.
Well, and you know what? We might do another one of those Saturday Night's Main Event coming up before Mania. I think there's at least one more, like between Elimination Chamber and Mania, that's scheduled. So
yeah,
we might do another one of those for that. So that's that. But as it stands for the current stuff, I think this is our last one until Elimination Chamber, as there's no Saturday Night's Main Event, I believe, this month at all. So I think the next one's in March. Sadly,
March. I think it's the first week of March is the next PPE.
Yeah, the next PLE is in March, but I'm saying the next Saturday Night's Main Event, I think it's in the middle of March. It's not. They don't have one this month at all. I don't think so.
No.
Hey, when is the France pay-per-view?
That was announced to be this summer, so that's going to be the
Clash at the Castle. France,
that's going to be the Labor Day weekend thing that goes head to head with whatever All Out for AEW.
I want it now.
I hope the audience is as good as they were last year.
I think they will be. They're running a way bigger stadium. They're running the football stadium in
Okay,
in
but
Paris.
remember, the last one was not in Paris.
It was in Lyon.
Yes.
Exactly. They're not the same thing. I just hope that people from Lyon migrate over to Paris for this event.
I think they will.
How far is Paris and Lyon? Now I'm curious.
Yeah, but so it's got to be close-ish. I mean,
what I mean is, like, if you come to Edmonton and it's an amazing show, but then you go over to Vancouver and it sucks like it usually does,
it's
because
4
we're not
hours
the same
from city to city.
Okay, yeah, so there'll be people making the trip. It's a 4-hour trip, so.
God, I hope so, because those people are unreal.
Yeah.
And I know the French are a little, I mean, the Parisians are a little, you know.
Oh, a little hoity-toity?
Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah.
I think they'll draw. I think they'll draw well there, and I think they'll put together a good card. And then, again, just book AJ Styles in the main event. You'll be fine.
Damn right. Absolutely.
They love him there in France. Yeah.
That might be the safest thing. Is something that we learned last year in 2024. The French love AJ Styles. So, boom.
I mean, they made that match seem 10 times more epic than that.
Oh, it was great.
Need to be.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It had no right to be that amazing, and it was.
It was
go back
it was
and
like
watch
a
it now.
bonus. It was like a bonus
It was like
WrestleMania match.
It was like two two monsters, each city's favorite monster fighting each other.
Because it was what? It was AJ Styles and Cody. Right?
Cody, yeah.
It was for the title.
For the title,
both were popular, but and both got chance.
Yeah, but AJ got a little bit more chance than Cody.
AJ got songs.
Yeah.
Yes,
they were singing to him.
They were singing to him. Yes,
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow!
Okay, so while we'll wish Mr. TL a fast recovery, and then hopefully by the next time we see him, we'll be there.
Good night, everybody.
Again, like, subscribe, share this video around if you dig this stuff. Feel free to check us out again whenever we pop up, and for the Morehouse.
Hey, I got a poll for tonight. Should I see a chiropractor, a physio, or a massage therapist?
Ooh,
why not all three?
I don't have money. So
oh, you don't have the benefits. Okay. I would say if she's hot, it's a massage therapist.
No, for God's sakes.
He's
looking for back relief, not for fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My penis works fine, good sir.
I thought you were looking for a happy
ending.
It's
my back that needs some help here.
Okay. So probably go to a chiropractor first.
But it's muscular, it's not spinal, I hope.
Acupuncture then.
Ooh, that was the one that wasn't on the poll. Add that to the poll.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Oh, the Chinese don't like us Indian folk. All right, put the poll up. Somebody get me some answers and some phone numbers and things I could check out so I can get.
Oh my God! We just keep this around as an emergency in case break glass in case.
In case of laughter, you need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, are you a man of your word, warrior?
That's a top 10 Rumble moment right there.
Give me a warning before you give me Jim Hellig's package.
Package.
That's what she said.
So, but anyways, later days. Happy wrestling watching, everybody. Enjoy all of the binging here over the next few weeks. It's going to get cold, but hopefully things warm up because we now know who the players are going to be going into WrestleMania this year in Vegas. And I think it's going to be a fun time for sure. So for myself, for Morehouse, for Mr. TL, I'm Kellen Nitro. We'll see you next time here on Nitromaniac TV's The Wrestling Unlimited. Do take care.
Good night, America.
You got the little man, you got the big man, and you got the bigger man.